Goldenacre here with mission number 5 from my Halo 4 solo legendary campaign mission walkthrough series, which is Reclaimer. Here we are setting it up. In this particular mission I do not require any skulls whatsoever to help me out. So we start off here, and this is a skip laden, rush by laden type of mission. It can be done fairly quickly as long as you learn just a few tricks and skips. Here we get out of the 343 stuff here. Okay, here we go. Right off the bat, we'll skip an opening cutscene, and right off the bat, we're going to be doing a little skip. Instead of going to the mammoth, we're going to go out to the left here.
On our way.
And run up this ridge line up here on the left, out a certain distance, and turn around and come back. And that gets the mammoth rolling. It sets up the waypoints a little early and gets the mammoth rolling a little quicker. Saves a few seconds on the run. Right out to these little rocks here, turn around. Captain Del Rio should appear. If he doesn't, then turn around, run back out a little further, and then turn around again. You can see the waypoints lit up. One's for the jetpack. One's for Commander Lasky, which we don't need to worry about. Actually, that's for the jetpack on the other side as well. Okay, grab jetpack. Blueface waves at us. Grab the sniper rifle. Come on up here. And just plant ourselves for a few seconds. Now, like I said before, this particular mission does have a number of skips and tricks involved here. It's worth the effort to practice these and become proficient in them, if you will. Because it makes this mission really easy to do. Plus, when you have future challenges, campaign challenges that are not mission specific or are specific to Reclaimer, using these skips and tricks will also help you get through those challenges. Anyway, we've got to get a target designator here, and as soon as Commander Lasky comes on the line and talks about Cubbies digging in on the ridgeline ahead, that's our cue to do a sprint, jump, and jetpack off at a 45-degree angle over to the other side here, and then just take off running. Now when I come out of sprint, I'm going to do a count to about 4 and then go back into sprint. It takes 8 steps of regular pace to get back to full sprint, where you'll get actually 16 steps. You basically double time it. So if you count to 4 and then go to sprint on the 5th count, generally you will maximize your distance running, if it will. Okay, now we're running towards this little rock. Jump jetpack up to this little ledge here. Let's get the boost back all the way on the jetpack, and then jump in jetpack, which means jump jetpack at the same time, get a little extra boost. Sprint off the edge. Jetpack right at the last second to slow the descent down. Run along the creek bed here, the edge of the creek, the acid creek, up and over the down Pelican, grab the target designator, and immediately jump down here to get out of the way of the ghost. Now, I did not want to fire off the target designator right away because there's a timing issue here. I may not be able to get back to the ghost, get the ghost back to the mammoth in time, so I was just going to wait and fire the target designator off up here. And we're pretty well protected, so I'm not worried about taking fire.
Target acquired.
And then boom, there it goes. Alright, there is a neat little trick where you can do a use the ghost to jump across the acid stream, but that's a little tricky. It requires a lot more practice and precision, so I'm demonstrating the easier way to do this, actually using the mammoth to cross the acid stream. It adds a few seconds to the run, but it's a lot safer. Okay, as soon as the door opens here, off at full boost, following this path, and then we get right about here. We're going to coast for a couple, 3 seconds to get full boost back. And then off we go again, heading a little bit left. Now we're running a gauntlet here. There's 2 phantoms up there, plus Cubbies on the ground firing at us. But we should be able to make it through fairly easily. Just a little smoke coming out of the ghost. Alright. Wait till I get full boost back, and off we go. And now if you press and hold your jump key, that brings the nose of the ghost up. I did that right there so that I could go across those rocks at full boost. For me, the jump key is the A key. Obviously, if you get bumper jumper, it's the right bumper, and so on and so forth. For most of us, it's the A key. Okay, come on up here, swing up to the right like so, look to the right, jump out, and you jump right through the force field. That's one of the older tricks in the book for Halo. You remember in the Reach campaign, campaign mission Nightfall, at that big gate, you can maneuver a forklift right up to a spot in the gate and jump out and jump right through the closed gate. That's the same concept. Well, this was a little simpler. We didn't have to put the ghost in one particular position. We just had to put it up against the force field. Okay, now we're off and running, getting closer to the second particle cannon. We're about to take out the second particle cannon and do the Lich skip, which saves us a lot of heartburn in firefighting wise against cubbies and race and all kinds. I think there's about 6 race you have to kill if you don't do this. Okay, run into that rock and boost, and that's another little trick to learn. Running right into that rock or any rock and doing a boost will give you extra lift. Let's take out the second cannon. And then as soon as that goes down, the Lich appears, and jetpack and coast over here to this top entrance, run down this ramp. 2 shots with the sniper rifle, and that takes care of the Lich. And then back out this way, and jump and jetpack down back to this ledge where we parked the ghost. Jump on the ghost, full boost, nose up. Last second, pull back on both thumbsticks to soften the landing. There we go. And we got an invisible wall here. We're going to have to wait for it to clear. Okay, off and running. And now up next is another nice little tactic. It's not really a skip, it's just a tactic. Well, it is kind of a skip. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a jump the gap. First, we run into the rock face and boost, and we'll see how far up I go. Get full jetpack back, jump, boost and coast, and boost and coast. We're jumping the gap. Notice that I'm going to red quicker and quicker here. Okay, so I'm going to let myself drop a little bit to recover jetpack a little better. And crossing the other side. That was pretty easy. There's actually a slightly quicker way involving a ghost, but that's a lot trickier to do, so I demonstrated the easier way to jump the gap. Okay, run into the rock face, boost, up. Run into the rock face again, boost, up. And now we're on our way to Sniper Alley, and by doing that gap jump, we've cut a lot of time out of this mission. Next up is yet another skip. We're going to do the Sniper Alley skip, and I consider this actually probably one of the hardest things to do. We'll be coming up to here momentarily. But we're heading up to the entrance of Sniper Alley, and they call it Sniper Alley because there's a lot of jackal snipers up here. Alright, jetpack right there, turn around, come back, and what we want to do is initiate loading done and a checkpoint, which we will be getting here momentarily. There we go. And run up to this rock right by where that little slit in the rock is. Run into it, jetpack up, angling left a little to this little ledge, and jump up here. Okay, now we're going to do a sprint jump across to here. Okay, boost and coast, sprint jump, boost. This little rock here, sprint jump, boost up. We're working our way around the rocks here. If you don't make it, don't worry about it. You can jump up from the lower ledge. Okay, now we're going to sprint right through the rock, jump, and then boost and coast just along this path, just like so. Over to this rock, we jumped another gap, jump straight up with the jetpack, and now we've just finished the Sniper Alley skip, and we're in the Forerunner building. Headed for the Particle Cannon Network room. Not quite speed run
Coordinates received, Infinity.
elapsed time, but we're making pretty good time here. Okay. Notice I whacked that door there. That tends to get the sentinel out as early as anything else does. Okay. Position yourself a little bit right of center. That's because of how the door opens. We're going to do the same thing when we get down to the bottom of the elevator here.
Should take us directly to the coordinates Infinity provided. Almost like those sentinels wanted us to get the particle cannons offline.
Well, not directly, because we got a little more running to do.
You say that like there's a second possibility?
Okay, position ourselves a little bit right of center. So that's how the doors open. Okay, we're off and running again. Using a little bit of speed run pacing. Count to 4, speed run. Count to 4, speed run. I mean, count to 4, sprint. Count to 4, sprint. There we go. Alright, and just follow this path here. And there's the particle cannon network room. We're going to run down to the end to put Cortana into a terminal so that she can screw up the network and take the 2 remaining particle cannons offline. Those are the 2 that are symbolized by the gold thingies there on the left. The 2 on the right that are silver are the 2 that we've already taken out. Okay, and then we get Cortana into the system. Let's turn around and mosey back on down here. Opposite a closed doorway across this gap. Now what's going to happen here is that after Cortana brings the cannons down, and you'll see these little spinning things go dark. Yep, they go dark. That means they're offline now. The librarian's going to grab her.
Cortana.
And she's going to say Cortana twice. After the first one, do a little jump jetpack action, because right when he says Cortana the second time, the light bridge appears. And this is a way to get across a little quicker. If you don't feel you've got the timing down, don't do it. Just wait for the bridge to appear. But I do that because it's a little bit quicker. Okay, through the little alcoves down here, into the light, which is the beginning of the 2-minute cutscene where the librarian, or the remnants of the librarian, tells us all about the didact and buffs up the chief, even modifying his DNA so that he can take on the didact and won't get composed, which is actually pretty important in the composer mission at the end, which we won't see, by the way. Spoiler alert, because it's a cutscene. Okay, as soon as the music changes and you see the activate, that's grab Cortana, jetpack over here to this side, run on down to the end of the room. I'm making sure I get full health back here. And then sprint off here and jump. And then just haul it out of here. Notice my shields are down. I ducked to left to make sure the door behind me was closed before I went into the elevator so I wouldn't take any more fire. Sometimes I can do that little rush right there without losing more than half my shields. That time was a little bit more difficult.
But what I don't know is what she did to
Anyway, now we're on to our final nice little skip, or tactic, or whatever you want to call it. Through the portal to the outside, and they want you to get in a tank and fight your way to 3 power cores and take them out. So that force field out there in distance is going to drop, but we're going to do it a different way. We're going to run up here along the cliff face, along the edge here. See that big rock there on the left? We're going to run up right into that area, and then there'll be a little rock on the right here. We're going to jump up on that, sprint, jump into the rock face, get that extra boost, jump up here. We're going to do the same thing on this rock face. As soon as we get boost, whoops, sprint into it, and boost up. Can't do it on this one because there's a little outcropping there, so we need to jump jetpack straight up, like so. And now we're working our way, as you will see, around the cliff. Alright, do a little sprint jump jetpack across the gap here. No big deal. Very easy to do. Following the edge of the cliff wall here. Soft kill zone, don't worry about it. We're right back out of it. Okay, we'll jump down here. You can see the force field off there in the distance. We're working our way around to it. And jumping and jetpacking our way. Like so. Oops. There we go. And then Jetpack up here. And lo and behold, we have worked our way behind the force field. And jump down, jetpack at the last second to slow descent. And then we're off and running. Along the high side of this little ridge line here. Just because I can do a nice little jump that gets me most of the way to the target designator. And now down here to the target designator. And paint the gravity well. And that's all she wrote. We're going to watch the chief watch the gravity well get destroyed and smugly walk away. Then we'll go to a cutscene and that'll be the end of the mission. So there you have it. That is a Reclaimer, Mission 5, Legendary Difficulty, Solo. No skulls needed. I hope this helps you in your quest for the Halo 4 Solo Legendary Campaign achievement. This is Old Anaki signing off. Take care.